Alright, welcome back to the Supercoach Nuff channel. In this video we're going to review game week 21, what ended up being quite a lengthy game week, and what ended up being quite a good game week for us. We thought we were in a bit of trouble when it looked like our captain and vice captain were both in doubt. As it turned out, it probably didn't matter anyway. We ended up with 67 points, which was above the average. And has got us just inside the top 30,000, which is pretty epic. You know, I never imagined getting this high, particularly this late in the season. We've still got a long way to go, don't get me wrong, but yeah, absolutely cheering at the moment. So if we have a look at the team, we had Areola in goal, who returned 3 points for us, a couple save points in there, I imagine, getting him up on the extra point. Gusto with a 5 point return. Excuse me. I guess the true star this week was Gabriel, who I believe had a goal, an assist, a clean sheet. Still only got 2 bonus points because I believe uh, Martinelli got a double perhaps. But, you know, we'll absolutely take 17 points. Estupinan was trading for Alexander Arnold after he was announced to be out injured. An 8 point return was very nice from him. And Pedro Porro ended up being our emergency player after Erling Haaland missed out. So getting a 6 point return from our bench was really nice. The midfield, so Saka, 3 points, you know, clean sheet, but blanked in the attacking stats. Bowen ended up being our captain and he also blanked. So, you know, the rest of the team lifted up the score quite nicely around him. Richarlison with an 8 point return and Cole Palmer with a 10 point return. So, you know, that's, I guess, between those two and Gabriel is where we got a lot of our points from. Watkins and Alvarez were our two starting strikers and they both blanked. And then we had our Newcastle assets on the bench. Gordon with 7 points. So he's actually been quite good even though we've benched in the last couple of game weeks. Trippier, you know, is neither here nor there. And Bravco with 3 is solid enough for a cheap goalkeeper. So if we have a look at the plans for this week, because we played the wild card last week, we do only get one free transfer this week. And just having a quick look through, there's a bit of chat. Haaland will be back this week. Alexander Arnold's a good chance of coming back this week. So, you know, so there might be that temptation to upgrade Trippier. But if we have a look, you know, they've just played Man City and Liverpool back to back. They got Villa this week, which is by no means an easy game, but then their fixtures do swing with Luton, Forest, Bournemouth, the next three after that. You know, Arsenal's a bit tricky, but Wolves, Chelsea could be a bit of a banana peel. But you know, lots of green lights in the fixture rating, so probably worth hanging on to. Um, I guess, you know, in terms of Salah's away and has got injured, so I think that was a good call to sell him when we did. You know, I think we got 12.9 million out of him, and I feel like he could go close to that by the time that he's ready to come back. So I think we're not going to miss out too much there. Son has dipped a bit, but you know, he could be back sooner rather than later. Hopefully, South Korea have a nice deep run in the Asian Cup, and you know, his price will dip a little bit more leading into when he comes back. Um, you know, other than that, we've pretty much got all the bases covered. You know, you could argue Solanke over Alvarez, particularly if Haaland is back. You know, Nunez has found a bit of form there at Liverpool. But I think for now we'll just hold the trade if we can, and we'll reassess next game week. So I guess another sort of delay. We've got about a week until the next game week, so slow sort of time of the season, which, you know, obviously will give us more time to monitor Haaland, monitor Alexander Arnold, monitor the Asian Cup, and also get some more updates around Salah. But I guess for now we'll probably look at Pyro in for Liverpool. Gusto against Liverpool is probably not the best matchup for him. Luton away is good for Stupinan. Forest away is pretty good for Gabriel. Villa away potentially could get on. So might put Gusto down the far end. So I guess it's whether we back in Watkins or Trippier maybe for the 11th spot. Other than that, pretty comfortable there. Excuse me. Um, and I think, captaincy and vice captaincy, we might leave it the same. If Haaland plays, he's obviously the choice against Burnley. But Bournemouth at home is a nice matchup for Bowen. So maybe just the home ground advantage gives him the nod over Saka. So just have a look. It's in the top 1,000 for Australians as well, which is pretty cool. Yeah, just wanted to have a quick look at that while we were here. Save the team at this point, but obviously a bit of water to go under the bridge yet. But I just wanted to fire off a quick video reviewing the Epic Game Week. Try and get back in the flow. Now Supercoach is open. There'll be a lot more sort of content coming out for NRL and that sort of thing. So yeah, want to try to keep up to date and see if we can keep pushing this overall rank as high as we can. But as always, if you've got any thoughts, comments, questions, feel free to add them below this video. If you do enjoy the FPL content, remember to give the videos a like. Subscribe for all of the fantasy content we've got on the channel. And other than that, we'll see you in the next one.